Hey Kiran, sup? Alright guys, welcome back to Crypto Conversation. This is going to be a live session and there is a lot to cover. So one of the things that we're going to cover is it looks like all the Indian exchanges coming together and going for a proceeding of a legal proceeding against RBI, and the question that they have, that why did the RBI make a decision like this, and we have responses from different exchanges. So we have responses from CoinSwitch, we have responses from ZipPay, we also have responses from WazirX. So we have responses from all these different exchanges saying that the RBI's announcement was in a rush, and there is no justification to what RBI has announced, that there will be no bank support at all, and if required they might go ahead with the legal proceedings. So that is what is the news coming out right now, and this is the article on itsblockchain.com. It's written as Indian cryptocurrency exchanges consider legal proceedings against RBI. We're going to talk about this. We're also going to talk about some of the reasons why India is always behind when it comes to adopting the new technology. It's not the same as all the developed countries like US, Australia and other countries. India is always behind when it comes to adopting those technologies. And why is that? Is it because India is a very conservative country, they don't want to take a risk? Or is it that there is so much of corruption that nobody is really bothered about the new technologies? It's like chalta hai sab kuch, you know. It's like whatever is happening, let it happen. We are not even bothered about what's the new technology. We'll keep our mouth shut, we'll keep our eyes closed and let the world do whatever they are doing. We are not bothered at all. Or is that the case? So definitely, if you are going to enjoy this session, hit that like, hit that thumbs up. There are 21 people watching. I'm just going to open the chat and see who all is there. So Kiran, what's up? Kiran, I'm good. Luke, hi, what's up? Chiranjeev, hey Ravi, it's really good news. Anshuman, hi. NTN DVD, hi. Hey, how are you, man? I'm good. Dinakar, I want you to give some suggestion to the guys for signing up the petition. Exactly, yeah. So this is another thing that is good that you reminded me, Dinakar. So if you go onto the Twitter, if you are there on my profile, you will find something that I retweeted, which is from sign the petition. So same campaign tweeted earlier in different forum. So this is from Blockchain Lawyer. So there is this firm called Blockchain Lawyer, and they have initiated this petition, which you just have to, so there is not much of information that you have to fill in. You have to just fill in your name and that's it. Campaign for PIL against RBI press release April 5th, creating crypto FUD in India. So if you just click on here, change.org, it will take you to a page wherein you just have to put your number, nothing else that you have to put. Not number, you just have to put your name, and then you can sign the petition, which is basically it's a message to RBI to reopen the banking system for the cryptocurrency. So definitely do that. So two things that you can do. One is definitely sign the petition. The petition link is let me see if I can. Yeah, here it is. So let me see if I can open the petition. Right, and then start a petition of your own. Anyway, I think I have signed it. Let's go. Well, I can't find the link, but it's there on the tweet. What you can also do is go to Blockchain Lawyer and follow them on the Twitter. They are actually from India, and you will see this link there on urgent basis, right? Click here and then just sign up the petition. I think it's very important, because if you're trading into cryptocurrency, it's important that we have a huge number signing up this petition. Do that for sure. Let's see if there is any chat. And the second thing, what you can also do is start tweeting that RBI can't stop me or something like that, hashtag. And but yes, this is very interesting. So two articles basically. So Indian crypto exchanges consider legal proceeding against the RBI. This has been printed. This is on its blockchain.com. It says Indian cryptocurrency exchanges consider legal proceedings against RBI. So we recently reported. To understand what exactly this means, I asked around the Indian crypto community. And while the people at ZipPay and CoinSecure UnoCoin are not willing to comment on the situation, Sharon Knight from CoinSwitch, who was also on the channel from UnoCoin, he was also a part of the UnoCoin earlier, a secure capital-backed crypto-to-crypto exchange, and Nishal Shetty, the founder and the CEO for Zerex, a newly launched crypto exchange, shared some interesting insights into the current scenario. Let me see if you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, just say hi. Say hello, you can hear me. I can't see who all is there. Ajay Umat, hi Shiv. In South Korea, after 220 people signed a petition, there was a massive momentum and the South Korean government returned the decision to ban crypto. Exactly. Thank you so much, Dinakar, for bringing that up. You're right. This is what had happened in South Korea. Definitely urge you guys to sign up the petition. I think that's really important. That's just his case against idiots. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, okay, let me see. Currently, there are lots of uncertainty on the RBI actually said, but it cannot be about the reasons that RBI has stated in the past. I think it would be money launderer or terror. Obviously, if it was a money laundering and terrorism, I mean, they will find anyway. They will always find a way to do money laundering and whatnot, you know. So that's not really the real excuse. But in the meantime, who is getting threatened? It's the common people. So so according to this article here, it's basically okay. So let's read this tweet here, right? So Siddharth Sharma is another guy who tweeted that ZipPay, we should fight for our right to do what we want with our money. At the rate RBI can decide what we can do with our money. Please comment something on this topic. Should we be worried? We are with you, so please don't stop. No way I'm stopping. We will continue to do what is best for our customers and what is best for our country. Okay, sorry. I'm studying the present situation and will react shortly. We will emerge stronger. So the Blockchain and Cryptocurrency Council of India, BACC, is a think tank within the umbrella of Organization on Internet and Mobile Association of India, IAMAI, has started to explore options of legal proceedings against the RBI for the same. A legal proceeding against the RBI. Now that might look little, but I think it's possible. I think that's why there's a legal proceeding going on. The role of BACC is to be an advocate of digital financial innovations and works with different stakeholders in the government industry bodies. Interestingly, Ajit Khurana, ZipPay's current CEO, is also the head of BACC, and his statement on Twitter really bears a teeth. Nishal Shetty, the founder of the newly launched cryptocurrency exchange, have made interesting distinction, and this is something that even I tweeted today. So this is what I tweeted. If you can see this, yeah, this is what I tweeted today. Right? So I said that, do we have a hero like him in India? So who is he? Right? So for those of you who might not know who is he is CFTC chairman Christopher Giancarlo from USA, right? And if you remember, there was a recent hearing in USA about what should be done with the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, and there was this meet in USA about from SEC. It was a meet of SEC and CFTC, both, right? So he is from CFCT, he presents CFTC, and he said that he gave an example of his own child, or maybe a niece in his family, who actually had a Bitcoin wallet on her phone, and that's when he realized that how important this cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin technology is, this is basically which is liked by the new generation. This is a new technology which people like, and there is no way they can deprive them of this new technology. So this is what he said, that we owe it to this new generation to respect their interest in this new technology with a thoughtful regulatory approach. Now this is very important statement, because understand, USA is one of the strict regulators around the globe. I mean, they are the most developed countries and a very strict regulators around the globe. So if they did not ban cryptocurrencies, if they don't have a problem with the banking system, if they don't see it as a threat, as a money launderer or terrorism, then how come India see that? I mean, India is not even there. Compare USA to India. India is nothing, I would say, compared to US. So that excuse, because that cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin can be used for terrorism, well, I don't think that's really true, because if that was true, USA is not fool to let all this happen, you know. So definitely there is something else going on. Of course, people are very unhappy in India who has been trading into cryptocurrencies. Of course, these 12 to 13 exchanges emerged because they saw a future into this blockchain and cryptocurrency space. They saw that there are thousands of companies in the world popping up in every country. So they are of course expecting the same kind of treatment from the regulators here in India as well. Now look at the Coinbase. Coinbase was one of the biggest exchange from USA. Today they are in the position of opening up their own venture capital firm, right? So it is a similar kind of dream that all the exchanges had in India as well, to be a part of this innovation, to be a part of this global revolution, and all of a sudden that regulators are going against it, which is obviously they have spent a lot of money in setting up these companies, in setting up these exchanges. It's not an easy thing to set up an exchange, right? You spend a lot of money, tons of money in setting up these exchanges, and tomorrow somebody says that okay, no more, you cannot operate. That's really bad, you know. So and that's one of the reason I think I do think why they should do that, you know, because I'm sure they will approach the Supreme Court. These exchanges will approach the Supreme Court, asking them as to on what basis did you actually made this announcement, and they will ask for a justification that why do you think US is still allowing? If there is something wrong with the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, why do you think US has not banned? US country should be the first one to ban it. You remember what happened with that WTC World Trade Center attack? America did react, right? The Twin Tower attack. So USA is much ahead of us, right? They are much ahead of us. So if they can do it, why not we can do it? I mean, this is definitely not a good thing. Hey Jungle Ape, what's up? Bitcoin Cash, what's happening to Bitcoin Cash, man? Good to see you after a very long time. You're coming here. What's happening to Bitcoin Cash? But yes, coming back to the point that exactly, this is really not fair from the Indians' point of view, because there are millions of people who are investing into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and of course one of the reasons they're also doing so is because this is the global opportunity. This is a new technology, right? So this is very unfair. 41 people watching. Guys, if you're watching it, just hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate you coming here, joining me. I enjoy as much as you guys enjoy watching this, so I'm happy to see you all here. 41 people watching. I think I started this live early today because I have some plan for the evening, and that's why I started, but I wanted to do live because I think it's always healthy to do a live at the end of the day and to talk to you and to share this information at the end of the day, to discuss exactly what happened. I want to know from you also, if you have any information that you want to share, feel free to share in the chat box. Let me go through that. Indian government is buying Bitcoin by creating FUD. Exactly, Himanshu. Now this is something that I've been thinking a lot, right? So now tell me something. It doesn't take 3 months to close down a bank account, right? And I do see that this could be this could be also a plan to create opportunity for some of the big players or big guys to buy into this world-class digital gold, right? Because you simply have managed to drop the price from 5 lakh to about 3 lakh Let me see what the price today. Yeah, so basically it could also be a very well planned to manipulate the pricing so that some big whales can buy a lot of Bitcoin here in India. Because see, it does not take 3 months to close a bank account, does it? It does not, right? So it could be very well possible that it is a well planned. By the way, I see the Bitcoin prices do going up. Right now it's about 4 lakh. Yesterday was about 3,60,000. So that's a good news. At least people are not selling off. I think there are some people buying as well. So it's not all dark. I think people are very positive because it's 3 months time, and I think most people now know that anything can happen in 3 months. So India can change their decision on 3 months, especially when you have petitions going on, when you have these tweets going on, when you have these Indian exchanges thinking of approaching Supreme Court for a decision from them, you know. So definitely it looks like cryptocurrency will not be, the banks will be allowed to, it looks like RBI might change their decision, and we will be back on the track. And if we are back on the track, you know, consider a huge price pump here in India, and in fact consider that to be a global price pump, because I think there is a lot of buying that is going to happen from India, because a lot of people from India will start buying into people who never bought also. Why? Because that fear of them buying into cryptocurrency will be over, because they will know, okay, it is not being stopped, it cannot be stopped. So I think more and more people will be buying into cryptocurrency once it restarts. So that's what I think. I think the market is pretty positive. I think India is RBI is definitely gonna change their decision, in my opinion. Again, none of this is a financial or investment advice, but I do think RBI will have to change their decision, especially because of the pressure that they will be getting from people in India and also from exchanges in India. Let me read some news. Misna Kisna is saying, bro, what's happening with Cardano? All talk, no action. I have come in heavy rain to watch you live. I have a lot of questions today. Hey Vivek, is it raining? Where is it raining, man? Which part of the India are you, or which part of the world are you? So yeah, I mean guys, definitely read out this news here. Now this is another interesting one again. It says India can do a Silicon Valley in 5 years, says World Bank. Now can you see the rest of the world? Rest of the world is very positive on India, and India is not positive on itself. How weird and how ironic is that? So according to the World Bank, it says the investment for innovations often consists of marginal investment improvements in the process of products rather than significant technology adoption or new product imitation. He said that New Delhi can very well be the next Silicon Valley. That's a huge statement. That's a very bold statement. I think we can do a Silicon Valley in India in the next 5 years. As the world is changing, we can leapfrog. Now this is coming out on 3rd of April this year. So that's a huge news. Come on. I mean, RBI can't even say this kind of positivity coming from all the people around the world. Z News is shit source. Is that a democratic way of government? Exactly, Rahul. So it's true that the government make major decisions without consulting people who are in the major sufferer. They don't consult. If they would have consulted, they would not reach this decision today. All new channels are sit and they work for their TRPs. They don't care of common people. Exactly. Yeah. The news media, what do you expect of the news media? They want TRP. They are there to add masalas and present to you. Do not listen to them, guys. I mean, they are not really presenting the honest news to you. I mean, Ajay Malar, kaise ho Angrez? Yeah, I mean, so what happens with the news media is that they are more concerned about their own business. So they're concerned about what news can they present to you so that you like it and you watch it. So they always want to produce present to you something which may not be true at times. So definitely, I'm not sure. I wouldn't ask you to avoid, but I'm just saying I avoid those all those shit I avoid, because those are shitty. I mean, I have told you earlier as well. I don't have no shame in saying that once again. Any idea when international market, Indian market gonna be like before, like in India, more than abroad? Abhi, that will only happen once Indian exchanges reopen with the Indian banks. Good to see you live. Hi, good to see you, Animesh. Hey Subhash, 1.5 million hold crypto assets. RBI kidding? Is RBI kidding with us? Exactly. Vote Nota. India has huge potential in crypto. South Korea, logo lols. Okay, there are some comments that I cannot even read here. All we need to come together as Indian cryptos on social media. Yes, great. Thank you so much everyone for joining. It's my pleasure to have you. Sohan saying, NS advocate cyber law, Supreme Court stated, even if you treat cryptocurrency as your enemies, then it is advised to keep your enemy closer under the ambit of certain rules and regulations. Oh my goodness. That's true. Well, cryptocurrencies are definitely enemies for the banking system. You know, now all of a sudden you don't have to be dependent on the government to create and money for you, right? All of a sudden you can be dependent on a technology which actually have real use applications. For example, Ethereum, for example, IOTA, and all of a sudden you can actually consider that to be money. So that's a huge change. That's like a paradigm shift, right? Can you arrange a live session with so people are really someone to encourage them? Exactly, Vivek. In fact, I was trying, but it's just that so he is actually right now, so he is also a CEO of Zeppe right these days. So also he has to look so many other things also which are going on. So I think he would be more in a position to come when the things are more clearer. I think the things are not very clearer, so it won't. I think, you know, maybe this is not the right time to come in. Once there is more clarity from the regulations, then probably that will be the right time to come in. How will we buy BTC after 3 months? You should. I think, Karthik. I think the exchanges are going to reopen, right? But even if they don't reopen, I'm sure there will be people who will be willing to give you their BTC. I'm sure, because that's what is happening in China after 6 months of ban. So I won't be surprised if this happens here. Did you check HVP? No, I've not been checking any of these projects, guys. I'm right now, these days I'm more busy on reading on the news on what's happening in India, especially from RBI news, from news media, from what all these exchanges are saying. So I've been more busy on these things. विधान इज सेइंग, शिव देखिए आरबीआई और सरकार को जो करना है वो कर रहे हैं, हमारे पास क्या ऑप्शन है और अवसर है ये बताएं। तो अगर आप मुझसे पूछेंगे कि मैं क्या करूँगा, तो मैं होल्ड करूँगा यार. This is the best thing. I mean, you should hold, because I know that today or tomorrow the market will reopen, right? And even if India does not reopen, the whole world is yours, right? How many countries do exist in this world? I don't know how many countries do more than 100 or 200 countries. Give me the number. Somebody give me the number. How many countries are there in existence? So if there is one country, or let's 2 countries who does not accept it to be money, you have rest 99 countries or whatever countries to be still to trade with. If India had to decide the price of a Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin was the currency to be made for India, today the Bitcoin price would go to 0. But can you see, the Bitcoin price is not 0. Bitcoin price is in fact 6,873. Now why do you think the Bitcoin price is 6,783? A simple reason, because it has international value. Kiran Awari, 195 countries. So remove just 2 countries out of that. So if there are if it is 195 countries, remove India and China, right? You still have like 193 countries where people would be more than happy to take your Bitcoin. What we need to understand is Bitcoin is a global money. It does not belong to one particular country. Alright, so Sayed says 265, Misna Kisna is saying 250, Shekhar is saying 194, Gopi Chandra is saying 280 countries, Naresh is saying 250 countries. Okay, maybe just deduct 2 countries out of that, which is one is India and China, and rest all the countries are ready to accept your Bitcoin. Even USA. Hey Deeps, I like your channel, by the way, Deeps. I think you have a channel, that's a very nice channel you have. If something is hurting the conventional banking system, it does not mean it is bad. My friend, the banking system is a complete fraud. Did you see what happened with the PNB scam? Did you see with what is happening with the kind of loan these banks are giving? So that's a scam anyway. So the cryptocurrencies are, this all started in 2008 with the Lehman Brothers, right? When Lehman Brothers tried to cheat everyone in this world, and the whole economy collapsed, and that is where everything started. So a group of people, or maybe one person, Satoshi Nakamoto, thought, is there a way that people does not have to be dependent on the banks for their money and they can trade? And that is when the Bitcoin was invented. The whole idea of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is to get rid of the banking system, which is a scam anyway. You see, you cannot, look at the today's situation, right? It's your money. It's not that the bank has loaned you the money, correct? It is your money, and bank is not letting you buy whatever you want to. So that's really scary, right? So that's like manipulation. Roshan says, Shiva, I've sent you an email describing. Sure. Yeah, true Karthik. It is very always difficult to deal with strangers. RBI wants us to focus on IPL, Vishal says. When is IPL starting, by the way? I'm going to generate my passport. NTN DVD is flying out of India now. If something is hurting, exactly. Darshit says, I'm not worried about the RBI statement. I'm worried about the BTC price. It is in a critical position. Exactly. True. I think that's the worry even I have. I'm not really bothered about what RBI is doing. But I think there's Bitcoin is here to stay, guys. This is something again I tweeted today. So I keep tweeting a lot of things. Definitely check these tweets out. So what was the tweet here? Let's have a look. Yeah, this one. So I said that Bitcoin don't give a shit of what India thinks about it. It retains its position as a digital gold. Just because India says that we are not going to support, the whole world has a different opinion altogether. Deep says, I follow you a lot, just to depress from last days with RBI news. I have cryptocurrencies and BitBNS. Please suggest what can I do? Should I sell off my coins? Alright, Deep, so I cannot tell you you should sell or you should hold. There are two things, but I can tell you what can happen. So let's say if you sell, right? Let's take the first condition, and which I think most people will have the same question, that should I sell or should I hold? So let's take your first situation, Deep, which is, let's say you sell it off, right? So what price do you sell it off? Whatever the price is today, which is about 4 lakh or whatever, right? And so you sell it off today, you have sold all your Bitcoins, and let's say in 3 months time, so there are two scenarios here. So first scenario is that India never opens. So India never opens the cryptocurrency exchanges. That means the bank never support. In that case, and you always have to look at the global price. So global price of the Bitcoin is on a higher mode, right? I'm not saying it might come down as well. I mean, it might go to 5,000 also. The point I'm trying to make, that the global price is going still up. So let's say it goes to $10,000, but what you got is still at the same price, right? That's one condition. And the second condition, second instance is, let's say banks reopen in the 3 months, and the banks reopens and the prices are this time more than maybe 5 lakh, 6 lakh, right? So you will regret that, why did I sell it, right? So that's the one condition one, when you sell it off. The second is, let's say you don't sell it off, right? So if you don't sell it off, what's going to happen? There are two things that can happen. Either you have to find somebody, if India does not open up, you have to find somebody who is ready to pay you for Bitcoin. And the second is that if you're still holding it, and let's say India reopens after 1 year. Let's assume that India reopens after 1 year, does not open, and let's say you're still holding your Bitcoin after 1 year, and let's say after 1 year Bitcoin price is about $35,000 or $30,000. How will that feel to you, right? So it's completely your decision. I mean, you can sell it off, you can cash it out, but in my opinion, if I would be in your position, I'm a hodler, you know that, and everyone says the same thing, you got to be a hodler. Bitcoin price back in 2010 was about $1 or $5. Today it's about $6,000, right? Why? So there have been people who have been holding Bitcoin. So that completely depends on you. What do you want to do? Gaurav says English monkey. Gangadhar है शक्तिमान है, RBI ही काटल है. RBI काटल है. पाकिस्तान इंडिया से आगे रहना चाहता है. इंडिया ने बैंक आईनट बंद किया तो पाक ने क्रिप्टो ही बंद कर दिया. Central wants to emulate EB government where they can avoid participating in the blockchain. Zabi, I feel some political drama here. My investment in crypto is more than 50. If it is not the bank, Robert has a different opinion. $50,000. Okay. Hodl for life, exactly. Yeah, I mean, hodl is what we all say. So it all depends. It's all individual decision, guys. Nobody can advise anyone else what to do. Please follow your own heart. 41 people watching. Thank you so much everyone for joining, and hit that like. Hit that like, guys. Share this live with your friends, guys. If you have, let them know that we exist, because we are doing live every day. I'm sure there are many people who wants to probably join this community and understand, talk to each other, find a solution. They might have some question that is not answered, and also it helps us a lot in all of us keeping us together. So a couple of things that I want to reiterate for the people who might have just joined. The first thing is that definitely fill up this petition which is going on Twitter, right? Which is by Blockchain Lawyer. This is by Blockchain Lawyer. Okay, so file that petition for sure. Secondly, when you're tweeting something, tweet with hashtag RBI can't stop me. But petition is must. Do that because we need more numbers here. Second, the news is that it might just happen that all the cryptocurrency exchanges come together and file a legal proceeding against RBI. So this is the news on the itsblockchain.com. And there have been different statements from different exchanges saying that they are going to take some strong steps against RBI. And one of the reasons they would do so is because they have spent millions of dollars on setting up an exchange. It's not easy, guys, to set up an exchange, especially an exchange like WazirX, right, which had just started, not even a month old. Now all of a sudden they cannot shut down the exchange because of the RBI changed their decision, right? You have ZipPay operating from last 3 years. You have UnoCoin operating for last 4 years. You have BitBNS. You have so many other exchanges in India which are operating, And look at what happened with the exchange in USA, the Coinbase is an exchange operating for 4 years. Now they can open up their own venture capital, and so I think that it was a similar dream that Indian exchanges also had, right? And at the same time, this is also a technology and an innovation that every country is adopting. So there is no reason why India should not be adopting this, especially if a regulator from SEC from USA can be okay with it. There is no reason why India should not be okay. So this is definitely a manipulation, and it's important that you fill in this petition. You fill this petition here. You also tweet and invite other people to join. And I think we will have banking system back in India soon. Team Draper, by the way, had some sarcastic comments on India, saying that what the heck India is doing. It's a huge mistake for the India. India has gone mad, I guess, and I think it has gone mad. Or maybe it could be a way to manipulate the price for some big players so that they can buy a chunk of huge number of Bitcoin, and then probably they can make another announcement that it's all okay now, guys, let's all buy cryptocurrencies, let's all buy Bitcoin. That can also happen. You never know these guys. Sure, I'm going to send the petition link on the channel. Indian DV says first need coaching and training, and how India helpful in taxation gathering. One of my friends suggested to buy GTX and have it in your wallet. He says it has got good potential in things. What do you say about GTX? I have not heard about GTX at all, Deep. Does Indian RBI crypto have no exchanges? Hold for your life, hold for your dear life. Why everyone hodl? What's the difference between hodl? Well, it's the same thing, Kiran. It's just that hodl is the meaning is same, hodl or hold. My investment crypto is more than, yeah, I already read that. The chart show that the EMA and the RSI for 200 days is moving away from each other. Does that mean we in for a bull run? Definitely we are in a bull run. I mean, who read you read the news recently, which was from this family, a billionaire family is now going to trade into cryptocurrencies, right? India did good by exposing banks. We aren't token. Exactly. In fact, there are so many scams going on in the bank. I mean, there were 11,000 crores of scam just happened with the Punjab National Bank, and just so much of money which has gone into this banking scam. And instead of RBI looking into those issues, solving those problems as to why the scam happened, how does the scam happen, where this 11,000 crore went, what can we do about it? Instead of stopping those scams, RBI is more keen on stopping Bitcoin, which rest of the world is accepting. That's very ironic. As you can see, I tweeted this morning that, are we truly living in a free country? Because that doesn't look like, because one person deciding for millions of people what they can or what they cannot do with money. Forget about human right. This is the basic human right that you want to live your life. Where is the human right? Forget about the human right. If some Alright guys, thank you so much for joining, each and every one of you. It was my pleasure having you. I want to keep this video short today. Definitely hit that like, give this video a thumbs up, and share in your groups, other groups that you are a part of. Maybe you're a part of a WhatsApp group, maybe you're a part of a Telegram group, maybe you're a part of some Facebook group. Share this live so that more and more people can join me. Definitely need your support. I love talking to you as much as you do, so I will appreciate if you can help this channel reach out to more and more people. And tomorrow I think we might have a Hindi interview. Let's see, with today most of the altcoin prices pump. People invested in one day before. Rahul says, tomorrow I will post my views on RBI. Views RBI. That's amazing, Rahul. Please do that. I'll check your channel out as well, Rahul. Thank you so much for joining here, Rahul, by the way. Thanks a lot, Shiv, for your time and usual. Take care. Enjoy. Mari, long live blockchain. Long live blockchain. Long live blockchain. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Take care. Have a good night. And stay cryptic. We all love blockchain. We all love our country. And hope for the best. Let's see when the banks reopen. I don't think that whenever the banking starts, it's going to be a massive bull run for India at least. Thank you so much, guys. See you and take care. Love you all.